SB 721 and SB 326. What are they? Well, if you're here in California, we have two new assembly bills. We have two new bills. And one, SB 721, says the following. It requires inspection and repair when needed of exterior elevated elements, which are EEEs, in certain multifamily residential buildings. Okay, so what does that cover? It covers balconies, decks, porches, stairways, walkways, entry structures, and support structures and railings, and the associated waterproofing elements, flashings and membranes and coatings and sealant. And to be subject to SB 721, a building must have certain criteria. Now, if these are not met, the building is not covered. So part of it is that there are inspectors out there right now who can come and do the inspection. And I believe for SB 721, I think it's every 7 years that the place has to be inspected. So if you're going to be buying a condo or living in multifamily of some sort, these things have to be taken care of. What is a multifamily? 3 or more dwelling units. And so if you have walkways and you have a 3-story, 3-unit building, now, if it's 2 units, it's not going to be affected, but it has to be 3 units. So the law applies statewide. So here's the other thing. If it's in California, it may come to your state. Now, certain common interest developments, such as condos or HOA-governed associations, are generally handled under SB 326. So the other is mostly for commercial and apartment buildings. Okay? So let's see what SB 326 said. It mandates regular inspection of certain EEEs in common interest developments, HOAs, condominium associations, to ensure safety. So, what are you looking at? You need to have an inspection. You need to do a report. Sorry, I'm reading all this. And this is as of January 1st, 2025. It's every 9 years. Maintenance repair. The law doesn't specify who is responsible for maintenance, repair, or replacement. That is governed by the association and their existing HOA documents. SB 326's role is to ensure inspection and identification of issues. So if you're looking to if you're looking to purchase into a condo, you'll probably want to see that these documents are part of your package. Now, deadline for any of the repairs would be first inspection for most is covered. For covered condos, as I mentioned, it's a 9-year process as of January 1st. So if you're in a condo and the condo is only, there's only 2 levels, oh well. But if it's 3 levels, it's going to be affected. The other thing is the balconies. It's really, this SB 326 is known as the balcony law. And they want to make sure all the balconies are safe. I know there are stories that, we've had more people that needed to be on a balcony and all of a sudden the balcony gave way. So you want to make sure the balconies are safe. And the whole, when you think about it, this whole laws came into effect after what happened in Florida a few years ago, when that whole condo complex all came down. And they realized that there are certain things within the condos that a lot of people have been talking about that never got taken care of. But hi, Christy. Thank you for watching. Honestly, what you're finding now is if you're in a condo complex and there's more than 20 units, you're mostly under a property management company, and the management companies are taking care of a lot of this. However, if you're in a complex goods that is what's called self-managed, then things need to be start to take care of. And for those who have not done anything, because we're basically just homeowners taking care of this, then maybe it's time to have a meeting. I have some documents. If you'd like a copy of these documents, send me a message down below with your email address and I'll email these to you. And these were provided by a title company, and it's a really good recap of what's happening. But it's not, if you have any other questions, you might have to contact, not a realtor, because we're all learning, but to contact maybe somewhere in the state to verify. So yes, it's SB 326 for condos and SB 721 basically apartment buildings and commercials. So if you have any questions about this, please send me a message down below, carol@carolgillis.com, or text me at 310-864-9738. It's a wild Wednesday and you never quite know what's going to happen next. Have a good one. Bye.